President Uhuru Kenyatta's cabinet continues to operate as normal. This even after 6 of his ministers were summoned by the Director of Criminal Investigations over the 65 billion shilling Aror and Kimwarer dams scam. Now, although President Kenyatta has reiterated his commitment in the fight against graft several times, he is yet to take action against members of his own cabinet who are adversely mentioned. NTV's Mel Miendo seeks answers to the question of the president's cabinet of suspects.
3 specific ministries in question are Treasury, Agriculture and Water. The DCI is yet to conclude investigations, and President Uhuru Kenyatta seems hesitant to take action against his cabinet secretaries. All those who visited the DCI headquarters, whether they were to write witness statements or as suspects, are still serving in the Jubilee government, with questions on why President Uhuru Kenyatta has gone mum on what very evidently ails his cabinet.
People confuse criminal capability and matters of integrity. Integrity issues are not about criminal proceedings. That once you've been mentioned to the level the cabinet secretaries have been mentioned, surely you can't wait for any court process.
We have seen senior government officials, not even necessarily cabinet ministers, who go to court and they are being reinstated. So maybe he's careful not to walk into legal landmine where you ask somebody to step aside, they rush to court, they come back with reinstatement order.
It is upon President Kenyatta to decide, and clearly he has not. His State of the Nation address in April 2019 was expected to address the issue, but did not.
At least to send a signal to the country is serious, and to put thugs and thieves on notice. The least the president should do is to fire his cabinet, to reconstitute his cabinet, invite his ministers to tender their resignation, all of them, and then retain a few he wants.
We are trying to look at an option where if you are asked today to step aside as a cabinet minister or senior government official, the law provides for 24 months, but we are trying to reduce that time so that if you today a cabinet minister is asked to step aside, his or her case must be concluded within the 6 months so that we cut down. So, stepping aside for 2 years or 24 months is a lot of time.
The issue of a shared cabinet where just about half of the membership is perceived to have been picked by the deputy president has raised questions about whether the president is a political hostage. There are those who think the March 9th handshake gave the president cover to make firm decisions. However, there's still a large number of Jubilee insiders who believe the president has to consult.
It's not always easy to do the right thing in politics, because you do it and your government goes down. Supposing he fired people from Ruto's camp, they could team with the opposition and even send him home. That possibility is always there. But now he has the whole country, number one, behind him, supporting him. And number two, he has Raila and therefore the opposition. He doesn't need to fear anything. So there are no repercussions.
The current parliament is constituted. The majority of parliamentarians come from the President Uhuru Kenyatta's party, and therefore we have a voice where if we think there is a cabinet minister that needs to go, we can always engage the president through parliamentary group meetings or even through our leadership in the House, both in the National Assembly and the Senate.
Currently, the Senate's Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, chaired by Nandi Senator Samson Cherargei, is working on legislative and policy proposals on the fight against graft to be tabled at the Senate by June 2019. The committee has been engaging the multi-agency team, including the Attorney General, the DPP, the DCI and EACC, constituted by President Uhuru Kenyatta in fighting graft. Nonetheless, analysts say the buck stops with the president. Two of the main things that President Uhuru Kenyatta has been focusing on is the Big Four agenda and the fight against graft. The latter is what many Kenyans are looking at because that is what will quickly determine his legacy. As of now, no one in his government has been arrested yet. Will the wait be too long or not? Mel Miendo, NTV, Nairobi.